Some days I just have to check up on my...
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Check 53 is mine. Silver.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. 8 catches, 73 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Good job.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll set up to throw, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 87 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now this one is tight end out on the right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. Give him 42 yards on the ground. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. Gets this one to use check. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
It's Coleman here. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 15 carries, 106 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dee Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you think the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. On second down, Michel. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Michel on the counter. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And his pass incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
2nd and 6. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 35.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here's Breida. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. They run with Breida. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Rosas to add the extra point.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now Michel. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Garoppolo, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5. Got a man open, it's Ross. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And let's pin the mirrors back.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Here we go.
So, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Set the tone, defense. Push it. Let's go.
Now it's Breida. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This is Breida. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter. Michel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They'll run on first down. Michel. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 16, Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. The dump-off gets him 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
That's complete to Sharp. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off the draw, here's Michel. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. On first down, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. On first down, Michelle. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And we got number 53. Mike 53.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are able to cut into that lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's 3rd and short. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a give to Breida. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 11. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down by 8. A little under 1:50 remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He's back to throw.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the ground, Michel. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Back to throw. And with that, they still have a chance, partner.
Yeah, if that ball's knocked away, this game is probably over. But guess what? We still got some ball to play.
Back to throw. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes.